Hey, what is going on? It's H-Factor66, and today I'll be bringing you a ring attack guide for Asteroid Coaster Act 1 of Sonic Colors DS. I set the world record for this in less than 2 days, so these are tricks I feel you should know. The start is pretty standard. What you want to know is that there are 266 rings in this section. So by the time you leave this section, you should have 266 rings. If you don't, you did something wrong. Not really any special tricks needed. Just take your time and get all the rings, but don't take too long or else you'll run out of time. And you gotta have some time left on the clock. If you do it right, it should only take about a minute. But like I said, it's not a race. So just take your time. And once you have all 266 rings, come back here and grab another void, because you're going to need it in just a moment. So stand on the edge of this platform and avoid the laser wisp. That's the one you don't want. Collecting all the rings on the ramp should give you 296 rings. Now, if you look up, you'll notice that platform. Jump up, use your void to break that, and then come up here. Because there's a few rings up here you're gonna need. And be careful about this jump. If you hit the laser power up too high, you're gonna get hit. And then there's a mark you want to hit when you're using the laser power up. You want to use it about where the edge is for the power up. Here, I'll let you see the mark. About right on that mark. Then you'll shoot up here and you'll get the rings. Once you do that, you should be here with 320 rings, the max rings. Good job. And you're going to want to be careful about these platforms, not to hit the spikes. Once you go through the first fan, hold down left and go through this platform. There are 3 rings here, and over here, there are 9 more. Make sure you get all of them. Then jump up, use your void, and follow the path of fans. Make sure you kill all 3 of these enemies that you saw me kill. Because you need big void to collect that laser wisp. Not for here. Do not use it here. Instead, go down here, slide under here, and then come back here. Make sure when you drop down here, you stay close to the wall so you don't hit there. Now this is a bit tricky. You're going to want to jump over the spring, use your laser to pick up the void power-up, or the void wisp. Then go back through here. After you hit the second one of these, you're going to want to come over here. Jump up above this spring and use your wisp to get up here and get those 6 rings that you normally would have had to get with the laser wisp. See how it's now much simpler. Now you should be here with 451 rings. Go down the ramp, and do wall jump. Now be careful here. Be careful of this guy. So you want to take him out and grab all those rings. Then grab the void. You only get one, so we only get one shot at this. Go up at a right angle here, then go down and collect those 6. And then come back. You don't have to, but you should. Grab the laser wisp and come over here. You need this to be here. So I recommend going back to ensure that it's there. Then go up here. By the time you get to here, you should have 499 rings. If you don't, start over. You did something wrong. Once you get up here, stand in the middle of these platforms and come down. With this one, be careful. That guy's electric, and if you hit it at the wrong time, you're gonna have a bad time. Then do that. That short little backtrack to get those, and get those 6 rings. Make sure your R button is working for this section because you need it here more than ever. Now, once you get into here, you should have 553 rings. Make sure you have that number of rings. If you don't, you did something wrong. Start over. Now up here, jump up at the curve. That way you get above. That way you get above this slide. And then you jump up here. Now make sure you still have your void. Because you need the void. And you'll see where. Just make sure you grab the 6 rings there. And then once you get to here, jump off, but don't grab this yet. It's the same wisp, but you need both. You need the first one to get up here and grab these 3 rings. Kill him if you want, you don't have to. That's entirely up to you. Then grab the second void. Wall jump up to here and grab these 3 rings. Then jump back down here and void into the first fan. Then just follow the fans. There's a few rings that you'll miss, but oh well. Then once you get to here, this is the tricky part. Go to the back and wait till you get to the straightaway. Once you get to the straightaway, do that and make sure you land on the coaster again. And if you've done all that and get a 50 from the ring box, you should get 742 rings. Now I got a 30, so I got 722. But that is how you get 742 rings on Asteroid Coaster Act 1. Good luck, I hope this helped.